Survivor episode 6. Let's talk about it.
So I feel like that's the definition of around and find out. You wanted to say my name and then think it was okay, thinking that I wouldn't hear it. And you're actually lucky that your boy won that immunity that second game, because I was gonna put his up and get his back. And I already had the votes prior to that last little race or whatever. But I'm sorry, bro, I had to be you. Why would we want to vote out Jay knowing it's a physical running competition when we come back from this room? These people need to get their head out of their and play Survivor. I'm sick and tired of getting this in my hands and making me look like a bad person. No, check yourself. Boom. Come on now.
Episode 6 is officially done, and it was a roller coaster. Not gonna lie. The first tribal council, I really thought I was getting voted out. Multiple people said that my name was mentioned. I think it was a ploy for something, but luckily I didn't fall for it. Nobody even voted me. Sadly, Hunter did go. I know we were close since the beginning. We were in Orango together and all, and it sucks to see him go. But that was definitely nerve-wracking, the first tribal council. Then the third challenge, technically, because the second one was on the diving boards. The third challenge, I feel like I did really good. I was really happy, excited to do a swimming challenge. We were able to go and swim the full lap of the pool, 50 meters. And that was what I wanted to do since day one. I wanted to make it to the swimming challenge. I wanted to swim, and I was able to swim, and I'm really happy. I'm scared though, because I did win immunity again. So people might be looking at me and might be trying to vote me out now for real. So I think I just have to keep winning, and then I won't have to worry about getting voted out.
Episode 6 of Survivor was insane. So we started off obviously in the merge. There was 14 of us. We ended the night with just 12 of us. So there's now officially only half of us left that started the Survivor challenge. We began the night with a competition or a challenge in the swimming pool with rafts, and my tribe that we had, we totally should have gotten that one. We had the survive word, but we had the two V's mixed around, so we didn't get it, and when we were told that wasn't it, we thought it wasn't survive, so we were trying to think of every other word possible that it could have been. Turns out it was survive, we just had the two V's mixed around. But then second challenge going into that, I love swimming. I felt so secure, so confident in that. But when I got tossed into the lane with the 15 pounds, I was like, okay, I can do this, I got this. I get there with the weight in the water, I can barely get myself back up to the surface of the water. So I knew right when I got to the surface, if I didn't drop it, I was going back down with it. So I wasn't able to complete that challenge. All that does is give me more motivation to get stronger. So we'll see where episode 7 leads us after spring break.
I think this week really began to show us how much of an individual game this actually is. You know, they put us together, we were on the winning team, all was well, but I didn't walk out of the team challenge or the second chance challenge safe at all. I didn't get that immunity. Our team leader, Marcus, got the immunity, and Jake pulled it out for a second chance. It's scary, not what you expect for sure. I think, you know, you're getting to the point now where you're going to talk to people you might not have talked to before. You're going to hear them out, see what they have to say. Ultimately, it comes down to playing your game. You have to do what's best for you. You have to talk to people, think it through. It really adds a new level of stress that you're just not ready for.
So episode 6, we were at the pool, and we had like a team challenge. Our team was successful in the first one. We answered all trivia questions, spun that raft around the pool, and we won, which only gave our captain immunity. So we had to compete for individual immunity in a different challenge where I didn't, you know, really bring my best effort. In the next challenge, we had to swim and grab weights, and I thought I did very well. I had my third best time, and it wasn't enough to get immunity, which was scary. So we went to tribal council, which ended up getting Jack out, but we got to keep moving forward, and I'm excited for next week. We're up at Quest Woods, and who knows what's going to happen. Got to bring my best foot forward, and got to survive.
Just got done doing the swimming challenge of Survivor. That's why the hair is a mess and all wet. First challenge, we were on a raft. We had to answer questions from the episode of Survivor, and then we had to put pictures together. Honestly, my team did really good. We didn't really struggle with that. Then I had to hold a pickleball and try not to have a ball hit the water. I struggled with that, but all in all, I feel like today went pretty good. When it came to tribal council, it was definitely no one knew who to go for. It was very scattered. Communication was not good.
Week 6 of Bloomsburg Survivor was interesting again, right? With the first challenge, my, I guess, mini try thing, right, with the boats went really well. We got every question right. Jack was answering them all. Claire got some, I think, too. But we destroyed that. The second part of that first challenge, though, I made it past 30 seconds. That was my goal. I'm not the best with focusing with balance, right? On the second, and Hunter went out in the second tribal with Jack going. Yeah, he did get idled out, but I'm surprised there was another idle not played on him, because on the boat, right, somebody got an idle and they misplaced it, and it's just gone completely now. And it could have saved Jack, which was really unfortunate, but it is what it is. And I gotta move and be more adaptive to my situations.
Alright, so this past episode, it's probably the best and worst episode of Survivor, at least for me. Good news, because, I mean, I got both immunity necklaces for the night, which is really nice. Bad for a couple reasons. One, because I feel like kind of put a target on my back now that I won 2 in a row. And also, I mean, 2 people that I kind of like got out. Hunter, he was a good friend, and I really liked him, so it was really sad to see him go. And Jack, he was with me from the start, you know, we were really tight, so I don't know if I made the right decision not giving him the necklace, because we were talking. He said, if you want to keep the necklace, keep it, because if you take it off, you're going to get voted off. And we thought we had him out of the woods when we started talking to other people, but apparently not. Especially with that immunity idol that got played, that really screwed things over.
So we were up at the pool yesterday. It was a super fun and challenging episode. I'm not the strongest swimmer, and I had a lot of fun still trying. The 20-pound weight deemed too difficult for me. I definitely took an L there. But what was even worse is both tribal councils, my name came up, which is scary. I think I'm playing a really big game right now. I think I'm in a good spot, but I can take the high road until someone decides to flip and people are gonna jump on board. They're gonna see that I'm playing a good game, I think, and eventually it's gonna be too threatening. But until then, I'll just keep riding it out. The second tribal, a idol was played for Jay, which I think saved her in the game, which was unfortunate. I really wanted Jack to keep going in the game. I feel like I trusted him. The thing is, Jake and Alec had an idol that I think they would have played for Jack, but they ended up like losing it in the life jackets from the quest staff. If they would have played it, the single vote for my name would have been enough to get me out, which is pretty scary. So it's better that Jack's out than me, but it is kind of intimidating that my name keeps coming up.
It was definitely a very eventful night. I think it was one of it will definitely be the most memorable date for me so far, just because it was the state that I also played an idol for the first time. I'm also the first person to play an idol at all, so it definitely will go down in history, I think, with Bloomsburg Survivor. I was telling the camera person, I'm like, it's one thing to find an idol, but it's another to play it correctly. So I'm very thankful that it went my way. It was a lot of strategy, and honestly, it was just tired of playing it safe. I feel like we're in the merge now, and nobody's really done anything too extreme. I think the game's really starting to heat up, and I'm excited for that. I love Survivor, and it's getting to the part where I really love where everyone's playing and you kind of don't know what to look out for. I'm excited. And of course, congratulations Marcus. He won both immunities tonight, which was absolutely crazy. Like, I gotta hand it to him. Like, he definitely knows when to win the immunities. I was tired of being a sheep. I'm tired of people telling me what to do. It's time for me to play my game. If there's a target on my back, so what? It's Survivor, there's always a target on your back.
So we run the pool today, and I'm a terrible swimmer, and it just was rough from the start. Long story short, I won the one challenge. We had to hold out the racket with the ball. I was very comfortable in doing that, so I easily won that, which I was safe from tribal council, which I wasn't really too scared anyways. The second challenge where we had to swim, I'm just an idiot and I didn't know the rules, I think either way I would have lost that because Anthony's like a dolphin out there. Like, did you see him out there? Like, that's crazy. But yeah, unfortunately, Jack was out. We voted him out. I mean, I hate to say that. He's a really good guy and he didn't have to go.
So I think it's safe to say that Survivor episode 6 has been like the craziest so far. But let's take it back to the beginning. First event, I still think my team should have won because we had the right word. We just had, the V's in the wrong order. But whatever. I mean, it's fair, but it's not. I mean, I guess I'm just a sore loser. So then, the other event, people got immunity, and then we took it to tribal council, and, the two names that were going around, Lee and Hunter ended up going home. But he is our first jury member, so hope to see him when the time comes, one way or another. And then the second event, let the record show, I did not realize that it was a time-based event and that everybody could finish, and it was time-based. I thought it was whoever got out first was the one, like whoever got to the end first was the one who won it, and so that's why I tapped out, because I didn't realize that people were still going until I was halfway back and I go, wait a minute, something's wrong. So let the record show, I did not mean to give up on that one. And throughout the whole night, I kind of felt like I was being pushed away from the conversations, and whenever I wanted to find out what was going on, I'd have to shove myself into a conversation. And after a certain point, I kind of just got sick of it, because I felt like, oh, they're talking about me, it's whatever, and I'd make jokes like, you guys are talking about me, right? So, and also the thing that really cemented me saying oh, I'm going home tonight, was when we were standing in a group talking. Yeah, I haven't heard my name at all, and he's like, yeah, no, I think you're good. Yeah, okay, so they're scheming. It's finally time for Jay to get schemed against. And lo and behold, if it was not for Alyssa coming in with her idol, I would have been gone. It would have been me. And I am so thankful that I'm making it another week because of her.
Guys, this is me ugly crying after Survivor.
Yeah, and I understand why it played out that way. Maybe it's my time. Maybe it's my time to say, I'm gonna win Survivor.